Hi everyone, my name is Guna. I'm a startup coach and the author of the book Startup Recipe. My mission is to create 10,000 entrepreneurs by 2030. I want to help them start their own business and build it and become successful. I came across a lot of success stories from a lot of entrepreneurs I meet. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring you a lot of entrepreneur success stories through this channel called Startup Stories. And today I have one amazing person with me. He's a very good friend of mine, and the story of his entrepreneurial journey is amazing and very inspiring. So he is going to share a lot of his own story about how he started, how he is successful today, and the whole journey of his digital marketing business called Social Eagle. And his name is Dharni Dharan. Welcome, Dharni. Welcome for the show.
Hey Guna, thank you. Thank you for initiating such a wonderful concept of documenting different stories and documenting the stories of local entrepreneurs, and that is really great. Wishing you the best of luck, and let most of the people get inspired by these kind of videos, and wishing them as well. All good. Thank
Thank
you.
you, Dharani. The reason behind is, though I read a lot of books, though I attended a lot of trainings, the real-time stories inspired me a lot in my own entrepreneurial journey. You also will agree with that, I think so, right?
True, 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 true.
So I thought let's bring more and more of realistic success stories, which is currently helping a lot of people, and let's reach it to more people is what I thought. That's the reason I thought of doing something like this. Dharmi, can you share your entrepreneur journey, how it all started? Is it a long-term plan, or you started immediately after your college, or you worked for some company? How it all started? Can you explain how you decided to become an entrepreneur and what made you to become an entrepreneur?
Sure, Guna, sure. I hail from a village actually. I studied my schoolings all happened in a village near Sivakasi.
Okay.
So after doing that, I got into Madras Institute of Technology, which is the Anna University campus. After doing my BE in computer science, I got placed in Wipro.
Okay.
That was fantastic 4 years. I didn't like IT. That was not my cup of coffee. So I was thinking on something else, but I was not able to decide. Without knowing any coding, without having any knowledge into logic and other stuff, I somehow survived for 4 years. I got an opportunity to work at Dallas, USA. I was working for Verizon and Telcordia, all telecom majors,
Okay.
but I was not really satisfied. So
Okay.
I wanted to take a break.
Okay.
After working for 4 years, when you come to your family and when you say that you are going to take 2 years break, no one will agree. So I kind of plan saying that I'm going to do my master's in computer science so that I can take that 2 years gap so that I can analyze what I really wanted in my life. At that point of time, it was in 2009. I just came out of my secondary from US. The first mail I sent was my resignation mail. The very next day, the first mail was my resignation mail.
Okay.
I actually didn't know what I'm going to do in life, but I knew one thing, that I didn't want to be there in IT industry. That is what my thought
Without,
process.
but without any plan, how could you decide that just like that you decide about your resignation? So isn't that
Guna, there was no strategy behind. You were not really happy for 4 years. Okay, how long you can be in an environment where you are not happy? Somewhere you have to take a call. And actually, I was waiting for some time because my financial situation back home then was not really great.
okay?
Okay, so I have to stick on to the IT job, though I didn't like it. I have to stick on only to ensure that my situations at my native are kind of okay.
So the basic
So
expenses are covered, and that made you to continue.
more than the expenses, we had a lot of loans. Okay,
Okay.
financially we were not set at that point of time. Okay, so 2009 I decided, okay, I'm going to quit. After quitting my job, I did my master's in computer science.
Okay.
Those 2 years were really fantastic years in my life, 2009 to 2011,
Okay.
where a series of incidents really molded me actually.
Okay.
The first thing was I was a runner in college, but after getting into IT, I completely stopped all those fitness activities and other stuff. I
Okay.
saw one of my friend who was working in Australia. His name is Karthik. Uh, like we call him VK. Okay, that guy, no, during college days he was not into any of those activities. Suddenly I saw his photo in Facebook saying that I ran 42 kilometers. I was really shocked to see that, and I called him saying that I want to run again. Okay,
Okay.
So parallelly, I was also looking on different videos. I was going through a lot of videos in YouTube, both success stories, failure stories of different businesses.
Okay.
One of the video that got my attention, it was by Prabhakaran Murugaya. The video is still there in YouTube. It was an video which was taken during a TEDx talk.
Okay.
There he spoke one particular thing about business. Running a business is like running a marathon, and how he started running a marathon. Okay.
Okay.
So I thought, okay, I wanted to do business at that point of time. So I decided, okay, let me run marathon. Okay. So first thing is running a marathon. That is when I realized that when you want to start a business, like you have to be dedicated, like you have to put in some extra efforts, like waking up early at 5 o'clock or going to the ground. Okay, waking up at 5 o'clock itself is a big task. Again, you have to go to the ground and maybe practice for maybe half an hour, 1 hour. You have to run 4 kilometers, 8 kilometers, 10, and you have to follow a systematic plan so that you will finish the marathon. Okay, that particular point gave me a thought process. Okay, when you are running it, no, like in the middle, you will have a different feel. Why should I really started this thing? I would have happily been there at home, relaxed. I can be doing something else. But when you are
If
running,
you have been a comfortable person, I should have woke up by 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock. Why should
7
I
o'clock,
wake up to
8
5
o'clock,
o'clock and do all these stuff? Okay. Okay.
maybe crossing half a distance is not a big deal.
Okay.
After the 21st kilometer, no, like there will be a big war between your mind and your body. Your body will tell, no, you can stop here. But somewhere your mind will ensure that, okay, you take an additional step. Okay. And after crossing maybe a 3/4 of the distance, no, like you will get a confidence. Okay, like we have crossed more than 30 kilometers, only 10 more kilometers. There you'll get some additional energy. All these things, you know, it is actually applicable to the business also. Like you'll be having all ups and downs. So that was one thing that has really molded me. Secondly, I started attending different seminars as well. There were NAC programs, National Achievers Conference, that happened in Mangalore. That was in the year 2012, around that time. So that gave me a different insight on how people use these kind of opportunities to evolve. And third thing, no, like I started reading books. I was not a avid reader, but one book that I started with was Robin Sharma's The Greatness Guide. That particular book has helped me. I really learned few things out of it. Like if you, the entire life is the God-given gift. You have to do something extraordinary so that you live a legendary life. So when you are like really dying, no, at least in your deathbed, you should not feel bad for wasting the entire years that you have lived so far.
Exactly.
So that thought has given a different perspective. Then I started reading Brain Tracy's book and Napoleon Hill's Think and Grow Rich. When you start reading, no, it is kind of, you will become an addict. And secondly, once your mind gets into a different stage, it will not come back to the old stage. Okay, so like there will be some inside element that will keep pushing you, which will enable you to do something differently. Okay, so these three things that has definitely helped me. And one important thing, no, I was watching one particular program in Vijay TV. It is a Tamil program, Unal Mudiyum by Gobinath. Okay, there he interviewed a lot of successful entrepreneurs, like be Kevin K. Ranganathan or Achi Masala's Isaac or Universal Satish Babu.
People coming up and sharing that story. Yeah, I remember.
Yeah, like that was really inspiring. And secondly, there will be a lot of MBA students who will be asking different questions to those successful entrepreneurs. Knowingly or unknowingly, I just told to my mother, one day I will be appearing on TV. And less than 6 years, no, everything happened. I met all those entrepreneurs whoever I met in the TV. I had an opportunity to interact with them, and most of them became my mentors also. So that was one 2009 to 2011 that really changed my life. So, but now I didn't want to get into business immediately. I wanted to learn for a few years. So 2015, I decided I will come back to Chennai, this time with a defined energy, and came here. And I was attending one of the seminar related to digital media marketing.
Okay,
There I met one of.
in the meantime, you were also doing something which can manage financially for you, or you were also into something in the meantime?
Yeah, I was working as a brand manager for different engineering colleges there.
Oh.
I was taking care of their admissions. I was doing marketing activities, and actually I was involved in placement activities as well.
That wasn't
So
your native.
that was in native. That was at Sivakasi.
Oh, okay. After Wipro, you went back to native and you worked
But,
some
yeah,
time.
I was there for around 5.5 years.
Okay.
And 2015 Feb, I came back to Chennai.
Okay.
That is when I met one of my friend here during a conference. Okay, he told, I'm seeing very active. I'm seeing you very active in Facebook. There is one event coming up next week. Can you help me drive more number of walk-ins? This was the question, and we were chatting during a coffee. He told, okay, you come and meet me during the afternoon. I went there. We freezed the deal for 28,000 something. And after going home, we decided to name the company. And that is when we coined the word socio-legal.
So you
And
got
I
the,
didn't know
you
anything
got the
about the business.
you got the
I,
first point, then you named the company and started the business.
yeah, I didn't knew anything about digital media marketing except using Facebook and few ads I was able to manage. Okay.
Okay.
Secondly, I didn't have any team. I just said yes and then came back, coined the name. On the same night, we designed the logo. The logo is still there, the same logo that we designed during 2015. And I didn't know how to create invoices, taxations, nothing I knew about it. We just Googled it and we found one app called Wave Apps. We created the estimate and sent it. And next week, the event was very successful. That is how I got the first client. Okay. And going forward, but the decision of becoming an entrepreneur, it really happened in 2 years' time by doing different activities. Okay. I'm not able to tell when, but that is how it happened. And after coming to Chennai, I was also closely associated with my mentor Kumaravel. I was working for him as marketing head, and that gave me a tremendous experience. Like it was like doing my maybe internship, I should say. I got paid internship. That's what I still say. And graduating out of
Special
yeah,
MBA.
though he was an employee, as head of marketing, I was doing my internship under Kumaravel. Okay, like he's such an awesome personality. Once you get under his team, no, like you'll mold to a different level by yourself. Okay, and secondly, with his risk-taking capability, and he trusts the team members. He gave every opportunity for us to evolve, for us to take risks, and for us to do mistakes also. That is the biggest thing that any that was the biggest gift to me actually. So from then, like I told him, like before even joining him, like I told him that I will be working for exactly an year. I did the same. I joined on 2015 December 7 and quit on 2016 November 30, exactly an year. Okay. During when I said I'm going to quit, he asked me one question: are you going to start on your own, or are you going to work for somebody else? I told I'm going to start on my own. Okay. So all this while I was running Social Legal as a hobby business. Okay. Like we were not so serious. Okay. Like we were doing a lot of celebrity badminton league, Chennai's Fashion Week, Fashion Premier Week, all these big events. We were doing all social media activities.
Okay.
That gave us a good mileage. And at that point of time, yes, there were very few agencies in Chennai, and Social Legal got its own visibility.
Digital marketing was not something very famous also, right? That
Yeah,
time.
that was emerging basically.
Yeah. Correct.
So that is when like we came into full time.
Okay, super. So it's good to know that how you exactly started. Though I know for you for few years now, the detailed story is what we are discussing today. Very good. And
True, Guna.
like you, a lot of entrepreneurs want to start on their own. They want to start their business. Either they want to come out of their job, or for various reasons they want to start on their own. But they are skeptical and they are worried about what kind of challenges I may have, what will be my journey when I start, etc. They will have a lot of doubts. So what I want you to share now is what were the initial challenges, because no entrepreneur can be without any challenges. Definitely there is going to be some like unexpected challenges once you start. So can you share some initial challenges which you faced in your business so that that will help others to prepare themselves so that they can also handle them?
True. I always believe in a different way of working. Okay, like most of the people, they do proper groundwork. They will understand the systems and process. They will take enough time, and then they will come into business. As I said, I didn't know anything about digital media marketing. I just jumped in. So now the problem is, I didn't have any technical skills. I didn't have any team, but I have to learn on the and during the process, I have to learn about the business, about the digital marketing field, and about the tools, and then I have to sustain. And when like when you are starting as a startup, no, like you have to do every activity. You have to do the marketing as well, and you have to do the operations part of it, and you have to manage your finances. finance was not a big deal. I always believe in this policy. Money is always the last problem to solve. I
But
called one of my friends.
what many startup aspiring entrepreneurs think, no, they think I don't have money, so I can't start a business. This is something which most aspiring entrepreneurs think, that I don't have a money, so let me not think about doing a business. I can't do. Just like that, they keep themselves out of this. So, but you're
Yeah,
saying,
like,
but from your,
it's the mindset. It's the mindset actually.
so you're saying that is the last thing. We have other things to focus, and that's
To,
not the least. That's the least thing which somebody should have.
to,
Very good. So can you explain more about it? Why did you make
okay. Okay, I decided 2016 November, I decided, okay, I'm quitting, right? So at that point of time, I called one of my friend who was the vice president of a bank in America. I called him like, see, Machan, next 3 months I have to manage somehow. I need 2 lakhs of money so that all my expenses are taken care for next 3 months, so that my wife and son are happy. There wouldn't be any problem from my parents' side as well. So that is being taken care. So now I have only 3 months time so that I have to generate the revenue. Like initially, like since I have been into different events and other stuff, networking with the different people, first 3 4 projects, it was very easy for us. And like in the second month itself, we were able to make 1 lakh per month, so that minimal things are being taken care. Okay, but during the month of May, like we faced a difficulty, like getting to the ground, meeting different people in the month of May during the summer, it was a big task. Okay, and to be very frank, we didn't had any office space. One of my associate, we have been working with them during my previous company. He told, like, you can use my space until you are happy, until your team gets bigger, you can utilize our space. He was so kind enough to give that free of cost. So that is where we started, and we started recruiting youngsters who are not from Chennai. Okay, so like when you have a digital agency, like you have to have people who are good in content, communication, and other stuff. We took the other way around. We had one person, like who is my brother, like he's a cousin brother. So like he was with me. He was good at content. For other things, we had to rely on people from down south who will be like working with us at least for next 6 months to 1 year, so that whatever we teach them, like there will be a return on investment on that particular team members. That is what we were looking for. And luckily it got work, and those guys were really willing to put their heart and soul into the business, and they also contributed much. So that was one good thing that happened during the initial stage.
Okay.
So, and like once you provide results, no, like when they see the numbers, by default they will be like associated with you for longer run. And this happened with both my team members as well as my clients. Okay. So they were happy to associate for longer period.
Super good to know that you crossed your initial challenges just like that, and you had a support of friend and team, and who really helped you to come out of those challenges. And lot of startupreneurs, lot of new entrepreneurs, they do some mistakes initially, which is the way we have to learn, and we have to cross that, and then only we can become successful. Obviously, you would have done few mistakes in your initial stages of business. Can you share a few mistakes which you did, and maybe like after you understood, okay, if I know these things, I could have avoided those mistakes. Okay, now only I'm understanding, okay, this is to be done, this is not to be done, etc. So can you share any mistakes which you did, which about
okay.
your
There were many mistakes. Okay, like I normally used to say to my team members, you are free to make mistakes, but don't repeat the same mistake again. Okay, this is what I tell to my team members as well. So initially, like I was a little skeptical about recruiting senior people into my team. Okay, for two reasons. Like sustainability was an issue, and again, they will be expecting some higher packages.
The salary.
So that is when I relied on. Yeah. So in those cases, I relied on a few of my friends who were into digital media marketing, and they were so kind enough to teach us those tools and help us grow during the initial stages. But maybe if I would have recruited some senior person for full time with maybe 4 years of experience in digital media marketing at that point of time, we would have grown to a different level, because their experience, their expertise would have helped us. Maybe the growth rate was reduced, I would say, only because of this particular mistake. And secondly, we didn't have much of process and systems in place. So when you want to grow, no, like you have to have the second layer set. They should be willing to take up your role so that you can concentrate on the main thing. As a CEO, like your role should should be on the thinking side, what differently you can do, and how can you implement new things to the business. So that was the initial burden. So like when you do everything, you'll not be able to do anything better. Okay, so that was the initial time, and we manage somehow now. Now like we have enough systems, like if you are not even in office, they are able to take care of the results, the client calls and other stuff. So like half an hour in office during the morning meeting would do. So that is how we now set up the business. But in the initial stages, it was really tough.
Okay, so you didn't add some systems, improperly systems or something which was missing as initially.
Experienced resources.
Resource.
They make a lot of difference to startups basically. We have to trust them, and yes, like maybe initially I should have taken additional money, or I should have got some additional loan to invest on those kind of team members. I didn't do that.
Super, super. So now a lot of aspiring entrepreneurs are there with so many ideas. They have fear and they don't have money. They have money, but they are like whether I can start, etc. I am coaching a lot of people, but there are a lot of others out there who are watching this video. What will be your advice to them in their entrepreneurial journey? If all those aspiring entrepreneurs want to start, what do you want to tell them?
I would not say it as advice, but I could share as a suggestion because I have gone through that phase. Okay, so normally like people think like when you want to start, everything should be in a perfect scenario. The timing will never be right, and according to me, perfection is myth. Okay, what is perfect for you might not be perfect for anyone.
Exactly.
And my mentor actually says this. Kumaral sir would always say this: like when you want to start from home, you have to face all red lights and it will turn to green. Like every light would not be green when you start from home. Okay, it applies to the business as well. Yes, you'll start the business. There will be green lights in 2-3 signals, and in the fourth signal you will have to face red light, so that you stay there, understand the scenario, take actions accordingly. Okay, so that would be my first suggestion. Secondly, trust your team members, trust your client, trust people. Okay, in most of the cases, no, in the process of doing micromanagement, lot of people are not trusting the team members. Okay, end of the day, without them, like you are nowhere. Okay, so you have to trust your team members, and when you take care of your team members, the team members will take care of you. So that trust factor is very important in business. That is where like you get that additional support without even you asking them.
Yes, well said, well said. So these are the advices which you got aspiring entrepreneurs out there. And Dharni, you started with just one client, and after that only you named your company and you started your digital marketing business. Like today, what is that you have achieved in your business? Can you share a few things about how many clients you have, what kind of big projects you have done, something from your company's experience?
Super, Gunang. Definitely, like we work with more than 100 plus clients now. Be it be Asus, Vivo, we work for Nestle, Häagen-Dazs, Singapore Management University, and we also work with all startups. Okay, so Laila is one of our clients. Okay, so here we work for Stepstones, Indra Projects, Bharati Homes, DABC. These are a few notable clients that I would share with you. And like we started with digital media marketing, but when you start digital media marketing, like the core point is your website. Okay, so like you have to have those kind of resources also, and I had to build that as a separate team, and now we have one more company which takes care of that particular stuff. Okay, so we understood the need, and based on that we had to also get those stuff in. So in the last 2 years with social legal alone, we have crossed more than like we have generated more than 1.25 crore revenue, and yeah, we are happy with that, because with a small team of 16 members and only doing digital media marketing, we were able to get this thing done, and that gave us confidence to explore more.
But a lot of companies out there, though you have a lot of clients, there are some companies or solopreneurs who want to get into digital marketing because they don't know anything about digital marketing, or they know little, or they heard about it right now and they want digital marketing for their own business. But the problem is they can't recruit someone in-house for a digital marketing area department, or they can't even outsource to a company because that also have a cost and which they can't afford with regards to their finances. So a lot of people, what they try to do is they want to do at least by themselves, and they are attending some courses. Do you have something? Have you done anything like you teach others on how to do a digital marketing? Whether they learn from you and start a digital marketing, or they learn from you and they apply it for their own business. Have you done any such courses before? I
Yeah,
know,
Guna, like
but I just wanted to know exactly what it was. Yeah.
okay. As you rightly said, no, like most of the small medium businesses, they will not be able to afford for an agency. That is true.
Correct.
I would have easily, I would say, rejected at least 60, 70 clients who are small medium businesses for two different reasons. One, they cannot afford, and secondly, depending on the value of the product they offer, no, like it can be the product or the service that they are offering. If the value of the order that they are offering is less than 3,000 or 4,000, I normally don't take those clients, because as an agency, we will not be able to do justice for them.
As a business also, it is not good for them to outsource it outside. Correct.
Yeah. That is the case. Okay, because like for their scale, it would be profitable if they are able to do a digital media marketing. Okay, so
Correct.
that is when like we saw an opportunity. Again, it was an opportunity for us. We would have handled more than 80 plus offline and online workshops till now, and that is where we educate our small medium entrepreneurs, saying that like what we as a agency follow as a process, as the system what we have implemented, we replicate that system to those small medium entrepreneurs. Okay, so that were like I would say at least 10 of them are very successful in running their own ads. They because like rather than spending 25K as a minimal fee for an agency, they would spend that on Facebook and Instagram, and they get results. Okay, so
Okay.
that is where they see the benefit. Okay,
Correct.
so yes, we are continuously doing such workshops, both online and offline.
So you have done already a lot of workshops, is it?
We have done at least 80 plus workshops in colleges for small medium entrepreneurs, for like women working from home. We have done different kind of workshops.
I know you did few 3 to 4 I saw, but this is like 80 plus is something amazing. Very good. And do you have any upcoming workshops so that people who are watching this video also can come and attend? And do you have anything?
uh, yeah, Guna, like we are in the current scenario, I see everything as an opportunity. Okay, so people are locked down at home. Okay, so there is one workshop that is happening tomorrow.
Tomorrow?
Again, it is going to be, it is going to be for 7 days, like 1 hour per day. It is starting from tomorrow. Okay, and these 21 days, I think there will be good business for me online. Okay, so there will be different batches that will be coming in actually.
Okay, for people also, this is a good time to spend time and learn something new, because in
True.
our usual life, no, we are running, and we could not spend time to think or spend time to learn. I think that's a good opportunity.
Exactly, Guna. Like these kind of investments only will make us successful, because like I have invested in a lot of online courses. Like we have different mentors, like where we buy their course, we understand what is new in the field, and based on that we change our strategies too. Okay, so like a course for 10K or 20K, like it is good to invest for, particularly for people who are looking to get into entrepreneurship. They have to invest on courses. Like they have to see it as investment. It is not an expense. I repeat, it is an investment that will, any one point from that particular course will change the entire direction.
Correct.
So yeah, that like we have to invest on courses.
Definitely. So I think those who want more details can contact you. I'll be sharing some details about it also. So Dharani, do you have anything else to say for aspiring entrepreneur who want to start, for their continuous success, continuous growth? What else they need to have? Is there anything else you have to tell them?
Yeah, I have one particular point, Guna. Like today is the we are facing the worst scenario today. Okay, the economy is going to be dull, and the way that we live, it is going to be really different and difficult for next 6 to 7 months at least. Okay, so people who were thinking to start, maybe we could see different layoffs in companies also. So people who are thinking a lot for all these years to start, no, they should start now. Enough of thinking, enough of analysis paralysis. They have to start now, no other go. Otherwise, the environment will make them start.
Obviously, correct. And this is a good time to start because whenever crisis happens, only people who have a good idea, with good skills, and who have good systems is going to survive and grow further. So they are those who have adaptability. I think this is a good time to start also. So thank you, Dharani, for sharing your experience in this startup story series. This
Thank
will
you, Guna. Thank you
definitely
so much.
help a lot of people. This will definitely inspire them from their situation, how they can start and they can become successful. So thank you very much, Dharani, for.
Thank you, Guna. Thank you so much. Good luck. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you all. See you in my next video. Thank you.